My child, I need you to stop everything you are doing right now and listen to my voice, because I am trying to save you from a big accident that you do not see coming. Please do not skip me, and do not scroll past this moment, because this is not just another random video or a coincidence in your day. This is a divine interruption meant to shake your soul awake before it is too late. I am the Lord your God, and I am speaking to you directly because your path is in immediate danger. And if you keep walking blindly, you are going to step into a storm you don't see. There is a trap laid before you that you haven't noticed, a hidden snare that the enemy has set to catch your foot, and I am trying to pull you away from something that could cost you deeply. If you skip this, you will miss the one voice that is trying to keep you alive, protect you, and cover you from the plans of the enemy. You are not watching this by accident. The algorithm did not bring you here. I did. I led you here because I needed to arrest your attention. I stirred your spirit to pause here because your next steps matter more than you realize, and one wrong move right now could alter the course of your destiny. I see what is coming down the road, and I know exactly what has been planned against you in the secret places of darkness. But I, the Almighty God, have placed my hand over your life to stop what was meant to destroy you. You might be tired, you might be distracted by the noise of the world, or you might be confused by the chaos around you. But hear this clearly, I'm doing everything I can to pull you out of harm's way. You need to understand that not everything that looks normal in your life right now is safe. Not everything that seems fine is actually blessed. There is something bigger moving around you, a spiritual shifting that requires your discernment. What you don't know is that there has been a spiritual assignment planned to bring chaos into your life, a deliberate attack intended to steal your peace. The enemy has tried to hide it behind distractions, behind temptations, and even behind people who seem trustworthy to your face. But I see the heart. I see beyond the surface, and I will not stay silent when my child is walking near danger. That sudden urge you had to stop scrolling to read this was not your own curiosity. Don't brush it off. That was me. I tapped your spirit and I knocked on your heart because I am calling you into safety before something hits you that you didn't even see coming. I'm not trying to scare you with this message, I'm trying to save you. There is a difference between fear and warning, and my love does not manipulate. My love protects. When I say there is an accident coming, I don't just mean a physical crash in the physical world. It could be a spiritual collapse, a heartbreak that would scar your soul for years, or a mistake that would leave you with deep regret. You have been ignoring some of the signs, haven't you? You have felt uneasy recently, a strange heaviness that you couldn't explain. You have had moments where your heart didn't feel settled, where you felt a check in your spirit. That is not random anxiety. That is me speaking gently to you, trying to get you to look up. Now I am speaking louder because the time is short. I want you to take a moment right now and acknowledge my presence. Comment 1111. If you believe I am trying to reach you right now, by doing this you are signaling that you are listening. You are precious to me. You may not feel it every day, and you may even doubt it when the days are hard, but I knit you together in your mother's womb. I have counted every hair on your head, and I have written your name in the palm of my hand. I don't warn just anyone, I protect my chosen ones, and that is exactly who you are. That is why I am reaching for you right now, disrupting your day to speak life into you. This is not a message of fear, this is a message of mercy. Mercy is me stopping you now before the pain comes. Mercy is me holding the line of defense before you fall off the edge. Mercy is me whispering to you, wait, turn around. Let me handle this. You have been trying to figure too much out on your own, carrying burdens that are too heavy for you. You have been relying on your own strength and ignoring my voice, but I have still been near you. Even when you weren't listening, I've still been covering you while you slept. I've sent angels to shield you when you were unaware of the dangers hovering over you. Think about that car that almost hit you, or that opportunity that didn't work out, or that relationship that suddenly ended without closure. You thought it was all random bad luck, but it wasn't. I blocked it. I removed it from your path. I allowed the delay because destruction was tied to that door, and if you had walked through it, you would have been hurt. Trust me, even when I don't explain everything right away, sometimes the only reason the trap didn't work was because I stepped in. Sometimes the only reason the sickness didn't spread, the betrayal didn't reach you, or the loss didn't happen was because I said no, and now I am saying no again. I am saying, my child, don't go there. Don't entertain that person again who drained your spirit. Don't say yes to that deal that looks good on the outside but is rotten on the inside. Don't return to what I've already rescued you from. I love you enough to interrupt your comfort and shake your foundation. I love you enough to say this may hurt now, but it will heal you later. You've been asking me to move, begging for answers, and here I am. I am the answer. I am the voice in the storm, and I am the light in the confusion. I am the one standing between you and the pain that's being planned against you. I didn't bring you this far to let you fall now. I didn't raise you through every storm just to let one moment take you out. You are too valuable to me, and you carry too much purpose for me to let you be destroyed. Heaven has invested too much in you for me to stay silent now. This is your moment to pause and return to me, to come back to the quiet place where you can hear me. Let me speak clearly again. Lay down what you've been clinging to so tightly and trust that I can see beyond your limited view. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I go before you and I stand behind you. No weapon formed against you will prosper when you stay under my covering, but you must stay. Don't drift away, don't compromise your values, and don't listen to the voices that pull you away from mine. I'm not trying to control you, I'm trying to carry you through this. You are not crazy for feeling what you've been feeling lately. The weight, the pressure, the inner conflict, it's all been part of the spiritual battle over your next season. You're about to step into something I've prepared, but you can't take the wrong things or people with you. That's why I'm pressing this on your heart right now, because I know what you don't. I see what's waiting down that road, and I am telling you, it is not for you. I want to give you peace, not pain, joy, not heartbreak, destiny, not detours. Do not let the enemy twist this moment or convince you that this message is nothing, for he will try to why. Spur that you can simply ignore this and scroll away. That is a lie designed to keep you vulnerable, because the enemy is actually terrified that you will listen to what I am saying right now. He knows that if you truly hear my voice and heed this warning, the accident he planned for you will be stopped in its tracks, and his scheme will fail. If you listen, the very trap he set to ensnare you will be turned into your testimony of deliverance. If you obey my voice, even in this moment, you will step over what was meant to break you and walk right into the victory I have been preparing for you. You need to realize that you are not forsaken. You are being rescued, and you have come too far in your journey to fall now. You have grown too much and survived too many battles to slip back into what you once were, and I am certainly not done with you yet. The very reason I am sending this warning is that you are standing on the edge of something new, a breakthrough, a miracle, and a blessing that will shift your entire life. You must understand the timing of this attack. The enemy always attacks the hardest right before the elevation. That is exactly why the pressure feels heavier than usual and why the confusion has increased in recent days. It explains why certain people have suddenly pulled away from you or started acting strange without any logical reason. It is not really them doing it. It is the battle in the spirit realm that is manifesting in your relationships. I am stepping in to guard you because I see the spiritual war for your peace, your future, and your mind. I want you to make a declaration of faith right now. Comment 222. If you trust that I am covering you even now, for I know the tears you have cried in private when you thought no one was watching. I know the fears you haven't told anyone about, the deep anxieties that keep you up at night. I know the weight you carry and the prayers you have whispered when no one was around to hear you. I heard them all. I caught every single tear, and I have answered right here, right now. Do not miss this divine appointment or brush this off as a coincidence. I am not here to entertain you with words. I am here to rescue you. I am here to protect you from something that could leave a permanent mark on your soul. Let me lead you and shield you from what you cannot even see with your natural eyes. There is something ahead of you that looks good, feels tempting, and seems right, but I am telling you it is not from me. It is a distraction, a setup, and a counterfeit designed to look like a blessing. If you lean into it, it will lead you away from the covering I have placed over your life. That is why I am reaching out again, and why I stirred your heart to pause here. You have been sensing something off lately, haven't you? You have felt like you're about to walk into something unfamiliar and unsettling. That feeling is me pulling on your heart, trying desperately to get your attention before you make a move. I love you too much to let you walk straight into what is meant to hurt you. Even if you don't fully understand what I am protecting you from right now, trust that I do. Comment 333 to declare your faith if you believe I am guiding your steps right now. I know there has been a delay in your life, and I know it has made you restless. You have been waiting for change, for a breakthrough, and for clarity, and the waiting has made you question if I even see you. But you must understand that the delay has been my mercy toward you. I didn't withhold anything to punish you. I paused the process because I saw dangers that you did not see. If I had released that job, that relationship, or that opportunity when you asked for it, it would have tied you to something I was actually trying to free you from. You would have walked into a snare wrapped in the appearance of a blessing. You would have settled for a door the enemy opened to trap you instead of waiting for the one I am unlocking for your freedom. And now I am telling you again to be still and not to rush. Let me lead you, for you have cried out for answers, and this message is one of them. I have been testing your trust, not because I doubt you, but because I want to deepen your faith. I want you to know what it feels like to stand on my word, even when nothing around you makes sense. That is when your roots grow stronger and when your spirit learns how to hear me clearly. You need to hear me not just when I speak blessings, but when I speak warnings. You need to trust me not just when I open doors, but when I close them too. My silence is not absence, it is protection. My delay is not denial, it is divine redirection. There is a place I am taking you, but it cannot be rushed. It is not a quick fix, it is a prepared place, and preparation takes time. You wouldn't want a half-built blessing or a rushed miracle that crumbles in your hands. So, I have been building it. And while I am doing that, I have also been building you. I have been strengthening your discernment, shaping your heart, and sharpening your focus. Because when the blessing finally comes, you will need to be ready to carry it, not just receive it. You will need to protect it, guard it, and nurture it. That is what I have been doing while you have been waiting. There is a battle you didn't see coming, but I have already stepped onto the battlefield and drawn the line. What the enemy tried to use to break you, I am turning it around. What he hoped would destroy your faith is going to end up deepening it. The very thing that was meant to take you down is going to push you into your purpose. But you must stay under my cover, and stay close to me. If you step out, if you let the wrong people in, or if you rush into what looks good but isn't blessed, you will walk right into a collision I have been trying to prevent. Comment 555. If you know I am standing between you and what was meant to harm you. I know it has been hard to understand lately, and you have been asking why things ended or why people left. But what if the thing you are grieving over was the very thing I saved you from? What if that delay was me blocking a future heartbreak? What if the closed door was a locked gate protecting you from a place where your peace would have been stolen? My protection doesn't always look like what you want, but it is always what you need. I have watched the moments when you almost gave up, the moments when you thought no one noticed your efforts and you felt completely invisible. You have given and given until you felt empty, staying faithful even when you felt forgotten by everyone around you. But I need you to know that I saw you every single time. Not one seed of faith you planted has gone unseen, and not one tear you cried has fallen without my notice. You are not overlooked, you are not alone, and you are certainly not unloved. You are mine. I chose you, and I have been covering you this whole time. That covering is the only reason you have not been consumed by the collision that would have shifted your path off course. You may not see the full picture yet, but that is exactly where trust is born. You must understand that some of the things you have been battling lately are not just emotional or physical, they are deeply spiritual. That sudden heaviness, that paralyzing fear, and that cloud of confusion are not just in your mind. There is a spiritual war for your peace, your future, and your sanity. And I have been fighting for you in the unseen realm, every time you felt peace return. After a long night of anxiety, that was me. Every time you felt a surge of strength come out of nowhere, that was me. And every time the thought of quitting was overwhelmed by a small spark of hope, that was me. I have been here the whole time, even when you didn't feel it, and there is still so much more I want to give you. More healing, more clarity, and more joy. But to receive what is coming, you must let go of what I have asked you to release. You cannot carry old weights into a new season, and you cannot hold on to familiar pain and expect to receive fresh peace. I know how hard it is to let go. I know you loved them, and I know you dreamed about how things would go, but I know the full story. I see what would have happened if you continued down that road, and I am not going to let you walk into harm when I have something better waiting for you. You are not being punished, my child. You are being preserved. This is your rescue and your warning. Comment 777. If you believe I am still protecting you from what you didn't even know was a threat. You have felt the shift lately, the unease, the heaviness, the sense that something isn't quite right, and that is not your imagination or you overthinking. That is your spirit responding to what I have been trying to show you. I have been whispering through your restlessness and guiding you with discomfort, because sometimes I have to disturb your peace to protect your purpose. If I had let you stay where you were, you would have settled into something that was slowly draining you, and I love you too much to let you sink quietly into a place I never called you to. There are people you have trusted who do not carry good intentions, and there are decisions you have considered that are not aligned with the future I have planned for you. You have been asking why this feels so hard, and it is because there is a war over your future. The enemy sees what is ahead. He sees the potential and the blessing you carry, and he is trying to wear you down before you reach it. That is why the pressure has intensified and why confusion has crept in where clarity used to be. But I am not the author of confusion. I am the God of peace. I am calling you back to my voice because you have started questioning if you heard me right, wondering if maybe you made a mistake. I haven't changed my mind about you. I haven't withdrawn my promise, and I haven't cancelled your calling. What I have spoken still stands, but in this moment you have a choice. Trust my warning or walk into something that will delay what I am preparing for you. The enemy wants to convince you that I am holding back from you, just like he lied to Eve in the beginning, wanting you to believe you are missing out. But the truth is, you are being set apart. Comment 999 if you know I have set you apart for more. I didn't choose you for a small life, and I didn't call you to blend in. That is why you have always felt a little different, and why you couldn't stay comfortable in places where others seemed content. You were never meant to live by the standards of this world. You were meant to carry heaven's presence into the middle of it. With that calling comes greater responsibility, and part of that is learning to listen when I say not that way. Part of that is trusting me when I say that connection isn't for you, that choice isn't safe, and that road leads to pain. I know what you want, I know what your heart longs for, and I am not blind to it. But I want more for you than you want for yourself. You want temporary relief, but I want eternal restoration. You want something quick, but I want something lasting. You want something familiar, but I want something sacred. That is why I am asking you to trust me even when it hurts, to believe me even when I am silent, and to follow me even when the path isn't clear. What I am saving you from isn't just pain. It is from a future that would have stolen your peace, drained your joy, and pulled you further from my presence. You have been faithful in ways no one saw, obeying when it was hard and staying when it would have been easier to run, and I honor that. I see your heart and your obedience. And I am not just the God who sees, I am the God who rewards. You haven't missed your moment or your miracle. You are right on time because I hold time. I am telling you now, not to scare you, but to secure you. Do not ignore this moment. I am your protector, your shield, and your covering. I don't just heal, I prevent, I block, and I guard. That near miss, that plan that didn't work out, that rejection you cried over, it wasn't punishment, it was protection. You were upset when the door closed, but I was celebrating in heaven because I knew what you didn't. I knew what would have happened had it worked. I knew the weight it would have brought, and I knew the consequences. So I stepped in and shut it down, and I am doing it again. One day you will look back and thank me, realizing this was love. You have been trying to hold it all together, but this is the moment to release it. You don't have to carry the pressure anymore or figure it all out. Let me take it, let me lift it, and let me breathe into your spirit again. I am not distant or disappointed. I am nearer than you know, whispering to awaken you and remind you that you are still mine, chosen, protected, and called. No matter what you have done, you cannot out-sin my grace or outrun my love. Comment 1010 if you know I've removed things for your protection, not your punishment. You have been standing at a crossroads where one road seems easy and familiar, and the other feels uncertain and uncomfortable. But hear me, I am not in the place of comfort when it leads to compromise, and I am not in the easy path when it pulls you away from me. I am in the stretching, the growing, and the road where you must depend on me. Real peace doesn't come from avoiding hardship. Real peace comes from knowing I am with you in the fire. That restless feeling you've had lately isn't coincidence. It is my spirit alerting yours, because where you are right now is not where I want to leave you. If I allowed you to feel comfortable, you would stay in places that cannot carry your future. I have been shaking things up to wake you up, to remind you that your future is worth fighting for. I have closed certain doors because I heard conversations you didn't, removed people because I saw motives you couldn't, and disrupted your plans because I knew they would lead to destruction. It doesn't always feel like a blessing, but trust me, it is. I am saving you from the accident you didn't see and protecting you from pain that would have crushed your spirit. I am fully, completely, and passionately for you. The enemy knows your season is shifting, and he is doing everything to distract you, but I have already gone ahead of him. I have already placed angels around you and given you victory before the battle even began. You were never meant to do this alone, and I never asked you to carry this heavy load by yourself. Give the weight to me because I am your refuge, your defender, and your strength. I do not get tired, and my arms do not weaken under the weight of your struggle. I can carry what you cannot, fix what you have given up on, and restore what looks broken beyond repair. Right now, I am speaking to your weary soul and telling you to rest. You don't need all the answers. You just need to trust the one who does. I am already in your tomorrow, working on your behalf. Shifting the situation you are worrying about, and rewriting the outcome you have been afraid of. There is a fresh wind coming into your life, a new beginning. But understand that with it comes separation. There are things that cannot go with you into the next season, so let them fall away and do not cling to what I have asked you to release. You may not understand it now, but one day you will see how every single closed door was actually my mercy in action. Every no was a redirection, every delay was divine protection, and every loss was a setup for greater gain. You are not being left behind, you are being pulled ahead. Even when you feel like you are standing still, I am working behind the scenes, and you are being still because I am fighting for you. The enemy is terrified of what is about to come together in your life, which is why this is your time to lean into me like never before. Don't rely on old habits or human voices. Lean on my word and my spirit, for that is where the breakthrough begins. Even when you ran, I followed. Even when you fell, I caught you. I have never stopped loving you, and I have never changed my mind about you because my promises are still alive. You are at the beginning of something holy, and I am calling you closer because I want to do something in your life that no one else will understand. It won't make sense to others, but it will be undeniable because when I move, everything changes. Remember the three in the furnace? They were not alone, and the fire did not burn them because I stepped in with them. That is exactly what I am doing for you right now. The heat around you may be rising, but it will not consume you. I am not just preparing a blessing, I am preparing you to handle it. You have asked, how long will I wait? But the work I do in you is just as important as the work I do around you. I am healing your heart and training your spirit to walk by faith so that when the blessing arrives, you will carry it with wisdom and grace. Don't despise the quiet seasons or curse the silence, for I am closer in the stillness than you realize, often doing my greatest work in the hidden places. I am about to open a door no one can shut, but I need your heart in alignment. You are not just surviving, you are being transformed, and what felt like a breaking was actually a birthing. The accident the enemy planned will not touch you, and the breakdown he hoped for will not happen because you chose to trust me. You are standing at the edge of something that will change everything, but you must listen and let go of what is not mine. I am saving you from a crash you don't see coming, stabilizing you before it hits, and putting a divine pause in your path so you don't walk into the wrong place. I am turning the pages of your story, and the next chapter will carry my fingerprints all over it. If you receive this message and you are ready to walk into this victory, I want you to take one final step. Click the subscribe button right now to connect with this channel of blessing. Join this family of believers and let us walk into this new season together. Do not miss the next instruction I have for you.